Merry Christmas! Kelly Marcus with Pampered Chef here, and our family is going to do our annual Christmas lights tour tonight, and along with that, afterwards, we always have some hot chocolate and a fun treat. So I'm getting that stuff ready right now, and I thought I'd pop on and show you what we're making. First thing I am going to make is I'm going to make a homemade eggnog in our deluxe cooking blender. I've never done that before, so that should be really interesting. I'm going to show you the ingredients that will go in the slow cooker for our hot chocolate, and then I'm going to make a candied popcorn crunch that'll be really fun to go with that as well. So let me show you what we have here. First, we're going to start with the eggnog, and I have 3 cups of milk already in my cooking blender here. And I am going to add 1.5 cups of heavy cream. Haven't even opened this up yet, so let me get that open. All right. So I've got 1.5 cups of cream. All right, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of rum. Now, of course, if you don't care for rum, you can leave this out, or if you like your drinks a little stronger, maybe add a little more. I'm just gonna see what I can't see my measurements right now because I guess I could have used another measuring cup, but I really like to use as few dishes as I possibly can, and since it's all going in the same thing, why not, right? All right, so I'm gonna add the rum there. And then we have 1/3 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Let me find my vanilla here. What I'm using here is a Mexican vanilla that I picked up in Mexico, but right now we do have an excellent Madagascar vanilla for sale. And that's only for a limited time. But I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of vanilla in here. I hope you can kind of see that. I should have scooted that over. Okay. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. All right, now I'm going to put my lid on, and I'm going to select the sauce setting after I turn it on here, and I'm going to go ahead and start this. Now, of course, this is going to cook as well as blend, and I know you're probably wondering, okay, where's the egg part of the eggnog? I'm going to show you in a minute how to separate some eggs, and those are going to I'm going to add those in. The cooking blender will prompt me when I'm supposed to add that in. There's a little message that says add, and it beeps at you. So, all right, I'm starting that, and now I am going to bring you over here. It's pretty loud. All right, if you have never separated egg yolks, we just need 6 egg yolks for this recipe, and we don't want the whites. If you do not have an egg separator and you don't want to use your hands, you can actually use the shell of your egg, and hopefully you'll be able to see this, how I'm doing this here. So you're gonna crack it and bust it open like that, but you don't want to drop your egg into your bowl. You're just going to run it back and forth between the 2 eggshells, and the eggshell actually cuts that yolk, the egg white away from the yolk. So you're not going to be able to get it perfect, but you get it pretty good. And you'll see now I have just my yolk, and that's all ready to add into that when it tells me to. All right, let me rinse my hands off really quick, and then I'll show you a few other things. All right. I don't want that egg on my hands while I'm doing everything else. Okay, before we do the crunch bark, I'm just gonna show you over here. I'm gonna do our hot chocolate in the slow cooker, but I don't wanna start it too soon. I start it really just right before we leave. And so I'll put 8 cups of milk in here, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, about a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 cups of chocolate chips. Stir that on, put it on, turn on the slow cooker, put the lid on, of course, and then let it be. When we get back, we'll stir it. We'll have some wonderful hot chocolate, and we'll have some marshmallows to go on top of that. So that'll be really fun. All right. Now, I'm sorry, I know I'm moving you guys around a lot today, but I kind of wanted to try to get away from the sound of that blender a little bit. Okay. Now, let's do the popcorn. I'll tilt you down. Now this is like a candied popcorn crunch. When I brought the ingredients home last night, Patrick wanted to get into them, but then when I told him it had popcorn and pretzels and M&Ms, which are like his 3 favorite snacks in the world, he said he could wait. All right, I have 8 cups of popcorn that I did in the microwave popcorn maker right here. And I am going to go ahead and crunch up some pretzel twists here. The recipe said 1 cup, but that just did not look like near enough pretzel cup for my family. So I did a little bit more, 2 cups. You can just do it, eye it out to what seems best for you. And I'm breaking these up with my hands because I don't want to pulverize them. I don't want them to be so small that, you can't taste them. We don't want pretzel dust. We just want pretzel pieces. So, all right. Now I'm just gonna dump this in here, like that. Next, I have 14 ounces of chocolate almond bark. Now I could get white chocolate but I chose dark chocolate. I'm wondering if the white chocolate would have been a little bit prettier, but I just love the the regular chocolate. So that's what I got. I'm gonna go ahead, sorry, let me back up. I put this in the microwave. I started it 1 minute, then I stirred it, put it in for 30 more seconds, stirred it 30 more seconds. I did it in my batter bowl. Our silicone prep bowls would be great for this, but any microwave safe bowl will do. So, like I said, that's 14 ounces, and I'm just dumping that in there, and then I'm going to just mix it all around with my scraper here. Like I said, the white chocolate probably would be prettier, but I didn't think about that really when I was buying it. So, all right. Now we're gonna add a couple more things to make it look all festive and fun. I have some candy canes here. There's about 8 candy canes. I'm gonna use my meat tenderizer to break these up. Now, of course, our meat tenderizer is double-edged. This is for marbled meats like steaks. This side is for chicken. Of course, we're not using it for meat at all, but it also works great for breaking up candies. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm just gonna break these up into smaller pieces. Like I said, we don't want to make peppermint powder. We just want to make them small enough to where you can just pop it in your mouth. All right, I'm gonna dump those in there like that. And then I'm going to, I've got some red and green M&Ms here, and we're gonna dump those in there. And we're gonna stir this all around. Look at how colorful that is. It's like Christmas in a bowl, chocolatey Christmas in a bowl. Patrick's standing here with his mouth open, drooling. He wants to eat it right this minute, but he's gonna have to wait a little bit. Okay, it's not quite done yet though. So what I have is I just have my baking sheet here, and I covered it in wax paper for ease of cleanup and all of that. So I'm just gonna dump this onto my pan, spread it out like that, and then I'm gonna stick it in the refrigerator for at least an hour to cool that chocolate and let everything set, so it's nice and crunchy and not soggy. All right, so my eggnog is still going. I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly how long the sauce setting takes. So when the add prompt comes on, I will add those eggs through the top, there's a little plastic piece that comes off that I can just add the eggs in while it's still running, and I will let the cycle finish. Then I'm going to put it in a pitcher and stick it in my refrigerator to chill, and when we get home from our Christmas lights tonight, we will have eggnog for Daddy and I, and hot chocolate for the kids, as well as some great popcorn crunch. I hope you have some fun plans for tonight. Happy holidays and happy cooking.